I thought Terminator Genesys was awesome. I really liked it. A lot of people are giving it a low score. I did not see the trailer, and I hear the trailer was horrible. It gave away almost the entire movie. That's probably why a lot of people didn't like it. My guess, because I really like the movie for what it is. It's a ride, and there's lots of time travel, lots of robots, lots of Sarah Connor, Arnold back as Terminator. I thought Arnold was great. He was funny when he needed to be funny, and he was, kind of a badass, but the older, almost like Big Boss kind of badass when he needed to be. That was cool. And the whole aging Terminator thing was done well. He played it right. Emily Clark was great as Sarah Connor. It'll never be as good as T2, but still, she did a good job. And she was that balance between, like, the Sarah Connor in Terminator 1, which is kind of like the defenseless damsel in distress, but she was in between that and Sarah Connor in T2, who's just the fucking badass, Because she was somebody who was trained by, I guess, Papa or her Terminator, but she herself hadn't actually seen any action yet. She hadn't fought any wars or anything. So she did that well. She was a good balance between the two. There were some kind of sexy scenes with her and, of course, Reese. But it was tastefully done, and there wasn't some giant over-the-top sex scene in the middle of the movie for no reason. That kind of thing. It was well done. What was I going to say? Oh, spoilers. I'm going to talk about all the spoils of this movie. But overall, I really liked it. A lot of people are giving it shit, but it's great. The whole magnetic particle John Connor Terminator was cool. The way they switched him as the bad guy. But ultimately, I think he still was, like, the savior of mankind. Because when he blew up inside the time travel machine, that, of course, destroyed all the computer hardware, destroyed Skynet, Cyberdyne, whatever you want to call it. And so I like the way that they did a lot of time travel from the future to the past and then to the future again, but not as far, and kept changing timelines. I thought it was a fun ride. And it's to people who overanalyze the time travel and say, "Oh, if you analyze, it's not good enough, and this part doesn't make sense." Look at the original Terminator 1. Reese goes back in time to save Sarah Connor and then get her pregnant with John Connor, who's his friend in the future. It's like, it's a mess, right? But it's a fun mess, so let it be. It'll be okay. People are analyzing, where did this Terminator come from? Just shut up. It's part of these mythos that it's a convoluted time travel that doesn't really make sense if you try to map it out on. And that's true with almost any movie with time travel. Like the time travel parables, not parables, but paradox is just built into all these kind of movies. So chill, The one thing, and maybe this is me rooting for the bad guy when I say this, part of me wished that they did kind of let Genesis happen, because when in the future, Cyberdyne is released when Genesys, this new operating system that's on the phones and the iPads and everything in the military, it's basically it allows this program to just take control over all the electronics at once. Part of me, just so I could see it in the movie, wanted to see that happen. I was curious to see what that was going to look like. So part of me kind of wished they hadn't actually stopped Genesis from happening. They had allowed it to go through. I think that would have been an interesting ending. maybe it wouldn't have been as happy ending. It's not like a... But it would have been cool to see their take on how exactly shit goes down when Cyberdyne just completely takes over. But overall, again, I really liked this movie. I could see it again. I thought it was fun. And I think it was the worst trailer of all time. I don't know why they would make a trailer that literally tells every aspect of the movie. It doesn't... that never helps. But that's Hollywood, I guess. Anyway, I'm done. Bye-bye.